We've got more leaked details for the upcoming Star Wars animated series, Tales of the Jedi. This is the brand new animated series from Dave Filoni, which focuses on several key characters in the Star Wars Prequel era, such as Ahsoka Tano. Today, we'll be focusing on Count Dooku. Dooku is a central focus, along with Ahsoka, in Tales of the Jedi. We've already covered Ahsoka in other videos, so go check out that one here on the Star Wars Now channel. As a heads up, this video is talking about spoilers and leaked details, so you've been warned. Greetings, my young Padawans. It's me, ZephyrsVoice, and welcome to Star Wars Now. Before we jump into the video, use the Force and hit the subscribe and like button to never miss a video from myself and the team here at Star Wars Now. As always, if you're talking about Star Wars, we want to hear about it. Twitter user Ahsoka has been sharing details from a leaked copy of Tales of the Jedi. According to them, a source there has inside access to the upcoming animated project. So far, we've learned some critical information about the series, which seems accurate due to how close it is to the leaked trailer. We can't show you any of the leaked material so far, as Disney and Lucasfilm are currently in the process of issuing DMCA strikes against accounts which are uploading copies of the trailer. However, this does add weight to the fact that the leaked trailer and details are most likely accurate. Still, these are not official details as they are not confirmed yet, so just keep that in mind. Count Dooku is getting a focus in Tales of the Jedi. His first episode is all about his time during the Jedi Order, so therefore taking place before Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Currently, there's some confusion in the order of Dooku episodes according to the source, but we'll explain them how we know them currently. Mace Windu and Dooku are paired up to investigate the death of a Jedi Master, known as Katri, or some version of that name. This Jedi has vanished while out on a mission for the Jedi Council. The two venture to some sort of big city planet, very modern, where they seek out Senator Larrick. It would appear that Dooku and Mace are welcomed by the townspeople, who are very pro-Jedi. The pair view the body of the dead Jedi Master, but for obvious reasons it's not shown to the viewer on screen. However, it's made obvious what the pair are doing. After a little jump, the pair are alone and feel something's wrong with the townspeople and the Senator, who are acting strangely. Mace Windu is very by the book in wanting to just follow the Jedi Council's orders and transport the body back to Coruscant. In contrast, Dooku wants to investigate more, causing friction between the both of them. Mace doesn't let him carry out this investigation, until he eventually gives in. The pair venture to the site of the assassination. This location is inside a forest on the planet, which is the location of a group of rebels, who, according to the Senator, are responsible for killing the Jedi Master. Dooku and Mace find blaster bolts covering the location, which appear to have come from a ship owned by the city, which is still in the sky. This is where things kick off and connect with the leaked Tales of the Jedi trailer. Dooku immediately ignites his lightsaber and charges towards some of the troopers who've arrived on the scene. Mace manages to hold him back though. Details are a little spare on this part of the episode, and we're not sure how things are solved currently. Eventually, the pair are getting the ship back to Coruscant to conclude the actual mission they've been on, and Dooku drops a comment saying the following: "It's good that we're led by our council, and not by politics nor ego." This is a word-for-word quote from the episode. Following their return to Coruscant, Mace Windu is promoted to Jedi Master, but not Dooku. Much like Anakin's reaction in Episode 2, Dooku is sad and perhaps angry at the decision the Council have taken. However, he's not one to actually shout or visibly display it, unlike Anakin Skywalker. After the promotion, he's seen speaking to Mace, questioning why he's the one who got promoted and not himself. Also, it's made clear that Dooku views the Jedi Council as not trusting him, and therefore begins to lose faith in them himself. There's currently some confusion on whether or not Mace gets the rank of Master, or just a seat on the Jedi Council. Details on the first episode are a little lost right now. Hopefully, once we get a trailer for Tales of the Jedi, we'll be able to fill in the gaps a bit more. But right now it does seem some things are missing, such as why the Jedi Master is killed on the planet, and what she was doing there. The second episode for Count Dooku is all about him and his Jedi Padawan, Qui-Gon Jinn. According to the source, they're sent on a mission to rescue a galactic senator's child from a village in a rundown condition. According to the source, the only reason the pair are doing this is that the senator is corrupt, so they want to understand him more. Following the child's rescue by the pair, the senator arrives with a small private army, hoping to do the job himself. Seeing this happen, Dooku decided to defend the village from the senator and his militants. However, the senator aims at Dooku, who violently force chokes him. An early leak suggests that Dooku beheaded the senator, which appears to be incorrect. Qui-Gon is understandably shocked by his master's actions on the planet and tries to stop him from choking the senator. Dooku force pushes Qui-Gon away to continue what goes on. The kidnapped child eventually comes out and stops Dooku from killing the senator via force choke. Full details on the second episode for Dooku are lacking luster right now, this being as the source for these leaks has not revealed much about what's going on here. Perhaps that this episode is still being finished, or it's under more heavy security and such, likely due to Liam Neeson returning to voice Qui-Gon Jinn, and perhaps his son also voicing the young Qui-Gon. Now, it would appear that Dooku is getting 3 episodes of Tales of the Jedi. It makes you wonder why he's getting so much in this series. We could theorize that Ahsoka is getting 3 episodes because she's getting an upcoming spin-off series, therefore establishing her background and key bits of her backstory are somewhat relevant to the character's lore. However, his story is somewhat over with Dooku, and nothing new apart from the Tales of the Jedi is happening with it. According to official details, the Dooku episodes cover his journey in the Jedi Order before he falls to the dark side of the Force. Thus, we might be seeing what motivates him to go down that path. Episode 3 of Dooku's story takes us right up to the Phantom Menace, or actually in the middle of it. The following sequence is set just before Qui-Gon presents a young Anakin Skywalker to the Jedi Council. Currently, the source is not sure if Dooku has left the Jedi Order at this point in time. If Lucasfilm were trying to avoid retconning more material, then it would make sense if he'd already left. Dooku and Qui-Gon, who is now his former Jedi Padawan, discuss the Sith Lord that Qui-Gon encountered on Tatooine. It is possible that Dooku may know more about him than he is actually showing, as it's possible that he's working with Palpatine at this point in time. Qui-Gon goes to speak to the Jedi Council, and then we cut to the next scene, which is a time jump. Following the events of the Phantom Menace, Dooku is at a more official funeral for Qui-Gon Jinn, which includes Jedi Ki-Adi-Mundi giving a speech about their fallen brother. Dooku is visibly sad at the loss of his former Padawan and friend. The next scene links with Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Dooku is looking through the Jedi archives and deletes Kamino from the database. This indicates he knows about the clone troopers, likely from Palpatine at this point in time. Obviously, it's hinted that Palpatine told him to delete the records of Kamino from the Jedi database, as this links with Kenobi not finding them in Episode 2. In traditional Star Wars style, Dooku was being watched. But by who? Yaddle is the person observing him and being suspicious of his activities, decides to follow him. According to the source, it's worth noting that Yaddle does not speak backwards like Yoda, so that's something to consider, I guess. Yaddle follows Dooku to the works area of Coruscant, which we all know is the secret location of Darth Sidious's base of operations in the capital world. Dooku and Sidious meet and discuss their plans, just as Yaddle bursts through the door FBI style and confronts the pair. But before she does this, both Qui-Gon and Jedi Master Sifo Dyas are mentioned. Yaddle ignites her lightsaber, but cannot see who Sidious actually is, just as he eggs Dooku into engaging her. During the duel, she asks Dooku why he's doing this, and as you can expect, he replies that he sees through the lies of the Jedi Order and its hypocrisy of it. It's not super clear what is actually said here currently. During the duel, the sources note that Yaddle is very powerful and skilled in lightsaber combat. Apparently, it is one of the best animated duels that viewers will ever be able to see. Eventually, Dooku gains the upper hand and kills Yaddle using his blue lightsaber and strikes her down. The episode ends with Palpatine proclaiming that Dooku is now known as Das Tyrannos, which is the end of Dooku's storyline in the Tales of the Jedi. I will say that while I'm keen to explore Dooku's backstory, I think his meeting with Palpatine should be covered along the way. Surely this is a critical detail in the plotline of Count Dooku and his story in the Star Wars universe, though perhaps it's too long of a story to fit within such a short story format the Tales of the Jedi is. We currently have official details from Disney and Lucasfilm, which state that the number of episodes for Tales of the Jedi is 6. The series is also expected to air sometime in late 2022, from the end of August onwards. However, during this time, we've also got Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 2, as well as the live-action series of Andor. Alright, my young Padawans, that's it for me today. What do you think of the leaks for Star Wars Tales of the Jedi? Do you think they're accurate and make sense? Or do you think they're a load of nonsense? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest Star Wars news, lore, and more. You can follow us on social media as well. Make sure you let us know what you think in the video comment section below, because if you're talking Star Wars, then we want to hear about it. That's it from myself today on Star Wars Now. I've been ZephyrsVoice, and we'll see you next time. May the Force be with you.